We are going live tonight. We are going crazy, crazy, crazy low budget. That's right, folks. We are low budget tonight. We're going to see how crazy we can get when it comes to low budget here. Let's see if I can open up my other computer quick. All right, let's go ahead and put me over here for a second. That's what we're going to do. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Let's see if we hook it up there. Can we hook it up there and see me? And maybe. Hard to tell. Let's see. Can we put it there? No. I think we're going to have to go right here to the side. It's probably the safest I possibly can. Let's see. Let's go right here. There we go. Big time low budget tonight. Camera works out pretty good, though. It's not as fancy as my other camera. Hi. Trying to open up my computer here, my other computer, so I can see everybody. Whoops. It's got me locked out. Okay, let's try this again. Nope. I got too many passwords. That's the problem. I got too many passwords. Woo-wee. How's everybody doing tonight? Alternative Tongue says, first thumbs up. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Trying to get my computer working here, my other one, my older one, and I'm having a hard time with it right for a second here. But I brought handy dandy little spine with me tonight to talk about. So we're going really low budget tonight and see how it turns out. I got 2 in the house already. I got 2 in the house. 3 thumbs up. I'm trying to get my other computer working here. Boy, it's giving me a problem, boy. You miss up one password and it does not want to work. No, it says. No. Hello, how you doing? Hello, everyone. Boom. Low stream tonight. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I'm back. I swear I'm back. I got the computer up and running now. I can hopefully start to see everybody here. Let me go ahead and pop in to my actual channel so I can see everybody here. Got my other handy dandy little, oh, there I am. Ooh, sensitive little screen I got here, ain't it? Sensitive. Nope. I don't want that either. Don't want that. I want this. All right. Oh. All right. We are live. Got a little bit of an echo here, don't I? There you go. I'll turn the mute so you guys can't hear nothing. Only use 2 on my account, but still mess up a few times. Yeah, that happens to me too. Brian Trucker's in the house. BET. Wait, I got 1 watching now. Is that all that says? Give me a shout out if you're still here. Oh, Willow Galaxy's still here. Hello. Thanks for coming. Willow Galaxy. Coming on in. Got a shout out from Alternative Tongues. Alternative Tongues in the house. That's right, in the house. So we got handy dandy little spiny spine here tonight. And normally I go crazy with the Skully, and I go crazy with the shoulder blade and everything else. But tonight we're going to go low budget. As you can see, I don't have any sheetrock or insulation above my head. Exercise to the attic, folks. That's right. When you're in the doghouse, in the Kenny house, you're in the attic. So this is where I'm at tonight, boys and girls. Jerry's in the house. Jerry's in the house. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Go ahead and throw a shout out if you're new here. We got some amazing channels here. These people, BET is amazing. She's a truck driver and she goes around and does all kinds of amazing stuff. She basically shows you the life and styles of being a truck driver, which is really cool. I'm trying to get this laptop that I got is a touchscreen, and man, oh man, this laptop is very sensitive. This screen is ridiculously sensitive. And all you gotta do is one little mistap, and it throws you right out of the screen. And that's what we don't want to do tonight, folks. We don't want to get thrown out of the stream. No, no, no. Don't cross the streams like in Ghostbusters. And don't mess around with the live stream. I got 5 people watching right now. I'm going to see if I can bring this down a little bit. This size is so big. And it wants to bring me back to the very beginning of my live stream instead of being a nice little screen and doing a pinch zoom. Doesn't want to do pinch zoom on me very good. I think I got a cheap. New tech is amazing but confusing. Yeah. My only problem is this is an old tablet that I got. This thing is probably at least almost 10 years old. It works, but it's an old Chrome tablet, and I think the touch on it is really too sensitive. And so it just, every little thing, you know, a dust particle would hit this thing and it would start to go wonky on you. So let's see if I can get this thing a little bit smaller for Pete's sake. Come on now, screen. Stop fighting with me. Show me some love. Show me some love, right? Show me some love. Wow, okay. Man, oh man. I'm going to have to fix this somehow in my next live stream so this thing is actually cooperating a lot better than it currently is. It's just going bonkers, people. I got 4 in the house right now. Don't understand why I ain't got more, but I got 4 thumbs up and 4 in the house. I feel you. Alternative Tongue says, I feel you. That's right. I know. I hopefully get this gets a little bit better for us here, folks, because, oh man, it's a fighter. All right, so does anybody have any questions right off the bat? Let me throw myself out here. It's a little bit better. Let's see if I can get a better angle for you guys here. No, not so good. No, not so good. I got a bad tilt on you guys, folks, man. I completely apologize. Let's see if I bring it over on this. If I bring it up on this, better. Oh, that's terrible. That's absolutely. Oh, okay, that's better. That's better. Sorry there, folks. Nothing like being thrown around like a ping pong. What's the subject tonight? Little mini me. So that's right. That's okay. So little mini me here is we're going to talk about this nice little spine. And it's a nice little detailed spine. It has all the nerves along the side of the spine. It has the disc right on it. It has the pelvis or the hips. And it also has a little where the ball comes out, and then you have your little femur or your thigh bone. So that's kind of a cool view. And so this little red thing on the side here is actually the disc. And so this kind of represents like if you had a disc bulge or disc herniation and it was pinching against this little yellow thing, which is a peripheral nerve coming off of the spinal cord, then yes, you know, if it was causing that much compression, you'd have a lot of shooting pain down your leg. So that would be huge. And lo and behold, in the attic here, there's no air conditioning. And I'm already, face is red and I'm already hot. So that's always a good sign that you're going to do great tonight when you're already sweating to death. I have some sushi. You got some sushi? Oh, man, I don't know. I'm kind of scared if I have sushi. You know, if it ain't cooked, I got a sensitive stomach, folks. If I get food poisoning, oh, man, I'll probably die. I won't need the COVID-19 to kill me. I'll have food poisoning from bad sushi. Hey, Galaxy, have you ever had bad sushi? Like it was bad and you got food poisoning out of it? No, no, no. I got 3 in the house. Where is everybody? Where is everybody tonight? You want to get connected, you got to show up. You got to learn a few things. That's why Willow says hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Miss Galaxy. That's right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's grow, right? That's what they always say. Isn't that what G Kicks say? Let's go, let's grow. And so doesn't who else says that? Oh, they probably all say that. At Joe, I have a question. Go ahead, throw it out there, Tongues. What's up there, alternative tongues? You guys throw any questions you have. I'll probably be able to answer at least or give you in the right direction. So while you're typing it in and asking the question, I'll go ahead and get started here. And so we're going to go over the basics of anatomy tonight of the spine, and then maybe we'll go over a couple of different things depending on what type of questions we have and how long everybody wants to stick around for. And hopefully we'll get some more people in here. Got 4 right in here right now. Hopefully you can go ahead and shout me out, share me out, and we can get some more people in here. If not, that's okay too. I love you anyways. So let's start at the top. And so this guy has a ring instead of a skull, which is never good. But he does have all of his 7 vertebrae of his neck. And you're like, what the heck is he talking? What's vertebrae? Well, a vertebrae essentially is just one of these bones. See one of these bones right here? Let's just move this clip to the side here. Just one of these bones alone, this whole thing all together, all one piece, it's called a vertebrae. Now, the back side of this vertebrae right here that you see on skinny people that I talk about all the time, and now we're talking about only the neck, this is actually your spinous processes. And you have 7 of these on your neck. And if you come down all the way to 7, 7 is that big lump in your neck here in the back that everybody can feel. That's C7 of your spine. And after C7, which is the 7th vertebrae all the way down here, after that you start with your thoracic, or T1 we call it, and you have 12 of those. And after you get 12 of those, you come down to the lumbar, L1, and you have 5 of those vertebrae. And then after you get to the 5th one down here that a lot of people have problems with, including myself from time to time, you get down to your sacrum. All right. And then after your sacrum, oh, I got a big question here. Question number 1. I had a long period bowing while giving bath. Bowing while giving bath to my puppy. After that, I had a low back pain. I still have it even over 2 months now. Do I need to see a therapist? Well, it's been 2 months, so something else you're doing has probably aggravated this problem on top of it. And so you kind of like, it's probably the straw that broke the camel's back. And what I mean by that is you probably had something already in there, and it was just the bowing down, cleaning the puppy that probably kind of spurred the last spark to really keep things aggravated. I have a playlist, and I have the low back playlist that goes over disc issues. It goes over stenosis. It goes over muscle imbalance. 3 different nice videos. They're like 8 to 10 minutes long at tops. It goes over how to treat yourself and what to expect and how long it should take for your back to calm down. If this truly is non-nerve related, like you're not having any pain down into your legs, then this should go away. I'd probably stay away from prolonged sitting, because that seems to be a lot of people's problems, is they do a lot of sitting, and that seems to aggravate things a lot. You might want to, lie on your side, lie on your stomach, use ice, probably 15 to 20 minutes on your lower back. Try and do that at least 3 or 4 times a day to calm down your aggravation. Don't sit, like I always say in my live streams, a letter C. So you don't want to be bent forwards sitting like this, because you're not sitting on your tailbone. Excuse me, you're sitting on your tailbone sacrum area back here instead of sitting on your sit bones. When you sit up nice posture like I'm doing right now, you actually are coming right on up, and you're actually sitting on your butt bones. But if you're sitting like what we call sacral sitting, or sitting on literally your sacrum back here all the time, you're putting a lot of stress at these joints along the sides, and these joints along the sides are called your facet joints, and they can get inflamed and irritated and cause irritation in the nerves on the side. The pain doesn't seem to occur on my spine, but on both sides just below my lowest rib. Well, that would be up much higher. All right, if you're referring to, this is your hip, not your rib, but if you're referring to your ribs, thanks, I'll catch you now. Hey, how you doing there, D Watt? How you doing? Thanks, I'll catch you now. Very nice. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully we got 4 in the house. Hopefully get some more thumbs up. But this area right here, so the ribs are up much higher. Even your 12th rib is a floating rib. It's up right around like this angle. So it'd have to be up fairly high. Thank you.
I couldn't hear what you said.
Okay there, Siri. That's enough. My watch is going, Siri's going crazy on my watch. So if you're talking about lower back, but you think that this is your rib, and you might not, this is actually your pelvis or your hip bone, and you're having a lot of referred pain coming across both sides of the hip. But if you're having pain up into the ribs, I want you to look at the one playlist I have under low back. It's called the 3 muscles that cause low back pain. And if it is up at your lower rib, like you're saying, there's a muscle that goes from your top of your hip to that rib along your spine. It's called your quadratus lumborum muscle, or QL for short. And it seems to play a lot of tug of war with this muscle in the front called your iliopsoas muscle. Hello, let's go. Let's go, let's grow. That's right. Alternative tongues. And so you might want to look into that. That should hopefully calm down your symptoms. Depending on, I know one of those 3 will probably help you the most. Now, 2 months is a long time. You should have started to see some sort of recovery unless you flared it back up again. Now, that's possible too. And so hopefully that helped you a little bit. If it doesn't seem to help out, I mean, if you get another 3 or 4 weeks and your symptoms aren't improving, that'll be 12 weeks, 3 months. You need to follow up probably with your primary care doctor, and go see the physical therapist after that if they refer you there. But I probably would see my primary care doctor first, just to make sure that this is just what we think, which is just classically you strained or sprained your lower back, and now you're not recovering as fast as you would expect. Hello. Oh, Galaxy getting some love out to the 5D Watt. 5D Watt. Got some love to Galaxy. Go ahead. Hopefully you guys can show some love over to each other. That would be really cool if you did that. Oh, I almost lost it again. Now I lost a screw on the floor I think 2 live streams ago. And oh man, I thought I was going to mess this thing up really bad. Thanks a lot. Much love. Much love to you, Alternative Tongue. Hopefully that stuff helps. One of those 3 playlist, those videos within that lower back playlist is going to help you. You're going to, once I start describing one of my videos, one of the 3, you're going to be like, okay, that sounds more like me. And then you can go ahead and follow some of that and see if it makes your symptoms go away. Yes, I'm on my way now to you, my dear. Oh, okay, Galaxy. 5D Watts on their way over. They have to pop out unless they have a couple computers going at the same time. Otherwise, they got to pop out of the live stream and then look at you and then come on back. Yes, I'm on my way now too. Oh, man, showing the love. I love to see it. Almost brings a tear to my eye. It looks so good. And so that's the basics of the, so if you want to just get in, so we went right down to the lower back because that's what Alternative Tongues wanted to talk about. But we can go ahead and come back up to the neck here. And if we look up here at the neck, weirdly shaped bones, aren't these? And these kind of, they're a pretty good representation of the shape of the bones. And so if you look at this first bone, this is C1, and it's not the same as the other bones. The other bones, it's like, well, what's going on here? And the reason for that is you have normally the skull on top, and that skull pivots around what we call the dens. And the dens is basically where this piece of metal would normally be, and that's a bone. And basically we pivot on that area, and 50% of our movement occurs in rotation left and right from that particular one level. So that's pretty impressive, just that one level does that much. And so if you have a complication with rotation of your neck a lot, that's the one thing we want to look at. We want to look at way up high as well as the other 5 or 6 vertebrae here in the neck and see how they're rotating and how they're moving and making sure that they're moving okay before we really look into the soft tissue, the muscles that align the spine, as well as some of the shoulder blade muscles stem on attached to the shoulder blade and attached to parts of the neck on either side. And so they themselves can cause a lot of pain, the shoulder blade pain referring into the neck on either side. And so sometimes you get a lot of referral pain coming into the mid back and shoulder blade area. And it's because some of those muscles attach to the shoulder blade into the neck area, as well as a lot of the muscles in the neck come down and across multiple joints into the mid back. We have very deep muscles attached to the spine, and then we have some muscles above that. Hello, Lionel. Thanks for coming. Hey, Joe, what you know, brother? Well, I'm doing a low stream tonight, Lionel. Oh, I got Bonnie Rose in the house. I got my Bonnie Rose, my brother Lionel in the house. Got Lionel from Canada. Hopefully he's getting some warmer weather up there now, getting out of that snow season. I got some love here from across the water, across the streams. Much love to you all. If you liked each other, go ahead and get connected. Hopefully give me a thumbs up. Lionel, they put me in the doghouse tonight, man. Look at where I'm at. They got me. I don't even have sheetrock, brother. I don't even have insulation. Man, I'm telling you, this is what it is to be in the doghouse. So I didn't want to leave you guys out. I want to try and got your ears lowered. Nope, Saturday we're getting snow. Oh, yes, I did get my ears lowered. Yeah, I had to go on the down low. I had to go a person that is in the black market of the beauty world to get my hair cut. That's right, because because of COVID, everybody's gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. I understand people are at really hardship, and unfortunately, a lot of people have gotten deathly sick, as well as unfortunately passed away from this. And I'm so far one of the lucky ones, like hopefully the rest of you all are too. So yeah, it's pretty crazy that you're gonna get some snow. Here we are in May. Now, is that normal? I wouldn't think it would normally get snow in May. I perfectly done in your house. I hope did the same to you. All right, that's Galaxy talking to 5D Watt in the house. But anyways, here I'm out and about here. I'm practically out in the wilderness here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got nothing around me. I got some bookcases just in case I get hungry. Oh, I got share the booms in the house 87. Thank you so much. Love to share the boom. I just saw your last video. That's really cool. Breathtaking views. If you want to see some amazing breathtaking views, go check out Share a Boom 87. Very loyal. They're all in the live streams all the time. It's basically Batman and Batgirl. Back in the day, we would say 2 minutes penalty for looking too good. Oh, thank you so much, brother. You know what? Kindness and flattery will get you everywhere with me. This time where people are staying home and lacking exercise, mostly seated at home doing all stuff, is it safe to crack the bone spine sometimes? Well, that's a good question, alternative tongue. Our forecast says we will have rain, snow this weekend. Pretty crazy weather here in Calgary. Calgary, wow. I'm on my way. Lionel, we got 5D Watt coming your way, man. Coming all the way to Canada. Oh, I hope they can get across the border. I'm telling you, these last time I knew, Canada was locked out. You couldn't get across border of Canada. Kansas, Arkansas, woodcutters in the house. Woodcutters in the house. That's right. I see and hear you too, brother. See and hear you too. Nice to come on in. Thumbs up, hopefully, for the live stream. I'm doing a poor man's live stream tonight. I've been put in the doghouse. Skully kicked me out. Said, look, you can't come to the plush place no more. So I'm up here with no sheetrock, no insulation. I got some insulation on one side, so if it gets cold tonight, at least I'll be able to rub my body in this insulation over here. Hopefully I won't freeze to death. And so let me answer that question of alternative tongue. It's a good question. And so, no, let's back. Oh, Bonnie Rose says lots of laugh. That's right. Thank you, Bonnie Rose. So let's backpedal. And what the heck is this manipulation cracking your spine, anyways? Gonna hang and listen while I do some cleanup and spend some time. My brother, stay out of insulation. Thank you there, Woodcutter. Thanks for hanging out with me. Good to know. Thanks for their prior notice. I'll put the back bacon on and beer on ice for you. Wow. Man, there's nothing like some free booze. If you're going to get some free beer, I'm heading over to Lionel's because, if it's Miller time. If you like Miller, I'm more of a dark brewer. Anyways, that's for another time. But so let's talk about alternative tongue here for a second. And he or she, they're talking about, if I snap my back or my spine, am I hurting myself? Same thing as if I crack my knuckles, crack my toes, or if my ankle gets cracked or something like that. Am I messing myself up? And the reality is more than likely no. Your spine, like any other joint, has synovial fluid in it and it has pressure. And that's basically what nourishes the joint. And what happens, you have these little bubbles within that fluid. And what happens is you cause a cavitation or a popping of those bubbles, and you have a pressure release. And lo and behold, it also can give off some chemical responses, some histamines, to make the area feel better, as well as the pressure being reduced. Not from Newfoundland, but I'll screech you in. Look it up. Oh, okay. All right. Lionel says on there. He's checking you all out. Lionel's checking you all out. You better watch out because he's the real deal. That's all I gotta say. The real deal. He's the real deal. So yes, if you repeatedly do that over time, yes, you could irritate the cartilage within the joint space, whether it's your spine or whether it's your knuckles, because you have cartilage on either side of the joint, and obviously that fluid within the joint. You could irritate the tendons. You could overstress the ligaments. The ligaments cross bone to bone or from one knuckle to the next on either side. The ligaments are what hold the bones together to make the joint in the first place. And so, yeah, you could, over time, I mean, you'd have to repetitively do this all the time. And some people do. They crack their knuckles and they do that for years and years. You can get overstretching those ligaments and get ligament laxity, it's called, and get excessive movement of that joint and give you, and cause, ligament issues and tendon issues, and cause inflammation around the joint. And so, sure, arthritis can happen from that point, but if you're just getting like popping or cracking every once in a while, or you turn right, or your shoulder cracks or pops, you're going to be fine. Does knuckle cracking cause them to grow arthritis? If it's, if you're doing it every once in a while, like I said, no. If you were repeatedly doing it, like some people, it's just a habit for them. Kind of like someone who's smoking is kind of a habit. They sit down and they pop their knuckles or pop their wrist or whatever. I would bet if you did that consistently over time, over years, you're going to wear down the cartilage within the joint space. And then, yeah, you probably could, because we're talking about osteoarthritis in this bout where you wear down the cartilage of the joint from excessive motion or pressure. And so, yeah, you can cause osteoarthritis that way. And lo and behold, the joint starts to swell up and you get excessive bone growth or callus around that area because the body's trying to protect itself. The only way it can do it is by thickening things up. And the reality is your hands are very fine, beautiful things. And if they're not meant to punch things and stuff like that, because if you do over time, yeah, you're going to have arthritis in your hands. And so the reality is, every once in a while you're fine. You want to do that over and over again, too much of anything ain't good for you. So, take that to heart with cracking your knuckles or anything else on top of that. So I got Lionel D Grand Prix says perfect. She a boom 87, and also to alternative tongue, they're coming your way. Lionel, hi, I love your video, dear. Because of that, I did perfectly. Ooh, I hope you did the same to me. Thanks a lot, my dear. Share the Boom 87. Shout out to you from Alternative Tongue. You know, these Lionel's, he's solid. He's solid as a rock. And the fact is you come and see his stuff. I saw the last one I saw, he's doing his plants. He's transplanting his plants from one pot to the next. Man, he is going to town. He's shaking that thing loose so he can get to the roots. He is going crazy. He's got dirt all over his floor. It looked like it could have been like a breezeway or something like that. It was definitely indoors. I'm not sure if it was like a walkway or, down here, we don't have them in the South too much, just because, we're not coming in with snow and stuff like that all the time like you would up in the North. And so that could have been a breezeway, but it was hilarious. He has this beautiful floor, and he's got the lights coming down on the plants, and he's got dirt all over the place. I'm like, oh, man, if that was my wife, I would have been in the doghouse last week. That's all I got to say. Instead of tonight, I would have been in the doghouse last week if I had done that. This is Dexter. Oh, okay. Dexter's room. That's kind of scary, man. I've never watched all of Dexter. I got the first couple episodes, and then I started YouTube. And YouTube has sucked up 99% of my time. And so I'd like to apparently it was a really good show. I'd like to get back to that. And obviously I'll have to watch it when the kids ain't watching it because, obviously it's got a lot of stuff in it. So, hey, Medic Bunny, how you doing? Medic Bunny in the house. If you guys don't have Medic Bunny, go ahead and give some love to Medic Bunny. She's awesome. She's loyal. It's just amazing. That's all I have to say about that. Oh, I got a couple smiles from her already. And so we got a lot of people. We got 9 in the house. Hopefully give me some thumbs up. We're talking about baby spine tonight, Medic Bunny. Skully and everybody's put me in the doghouse today. I got yelled at by everybody. So I put myself up here in the doghouse. That's right. Oh, that's right. That's right. Woe is Average Joe tonight. I'm in the doghouse. No, Joe, the room you're saying with the plants is Dexter's bedroom, brother. Oh God. Oh man, that's scary. I'm here already to meet you, my dear. Savory Vaughn 619's in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Get connected. We got 910. They're gonna be coming and going. My dog is Dexter. Oh, I thought you were talking about the TV show, brother. I thought you were talking about the TV show, Dexter. It was a series where and I haven't only watched a few episodes. I want to get into it. They apparently did very good. Oh, I got Bonnie who's like, oh, yes, gaffed. I know. Sometimes I screw up. I'm not perfect. I'm average, Joe. I didn't say I was perfect, Joe. Everybody thinks I'm perfect, Joe. He's supposed to know everything all the time. Well, sometimes I screw up a little bit. No one's perfect. I'm human like everybody else. Needless to say, that's why I'm in the doghouse tonight. No, my daughter's bed beside Med Dexter after that show when he was a puppy. Oh, I got NSMED, Lionel says. All in caps. All in caps. That's serious. He's serious now, man. You better watch out. He come out of Canada, guns a blazing. Have you ever seen, I'll Make You Famous? Named Darn Oh, I didn't know it was named. I thought you had an acronym or something like that I didn't know about. I know. Spell check on my phone drives me nuts. And that's the reason why I'm using it as my camera. It's actually a really good camera. I mean, that's just as good as my, what the heck is it called? Oh, I can't remember what it's called. But it's a 1080p video, the camera that I use for my other live streams. This thing is solid. I mean, I just got a light that's hitting me from the side, and that's it. Oh, no, Lionel. They know. You and I, we're just old farts and, big thumbs, small buttons. What you going to do every once in a while? And then with a spell check, give me a break. It's lucky that we're not swearing in here all the time as bad as spell check is, especially for me. Oh, I got Angela's Menu in the house. Hello, Angela's Menu. Now, anybody I don't have as a subscriber on my channel, I guarantee when this live stream is over, I'm going to be coming over to you. I'm going to be watching a solid video like everybody should be doing. I'll probably watch 2 or 3. I'm going to hit the subscriber button. I'm going to hit the bell because you came to my live stream. And so that way I can see next time when you guys hook up. Now, this YouTube, I've had a few people here call us dinosaurs, brother. We take large steps, man. No duh. Joe, are you sitting on the floor? No, 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 I'm not. I'm sitting in a chair. And I tried to get the camera earlier a little bit better, and it didn't work too well. And so I left it like this. And so you see you see my 40-some-year-old double chin. You know, if I was famous like, a celebrity, I'd have the chin tuck, I'd have the face pulled back, and I'd be golden. But unfortunately, I ain't 25 anymore. Gravity is slowly pushing its god-awful pressure down on me, and it's making me sag in places I really don't want to. Oh, man, we got you guys all out. We got Galaxy saying, share the boom. I will visit your house. Okay, Medic Bunny. She says, okay. Welcome to the Celia channel. Hello, everyone, to live. Hello, Average Joe. I have finally caught your live. Yes, you have. You caught my live. Yes, yes, yes. Now, this is a poor man's live stream. My other live streams aren't the poor man's, but I'm in the poorhouse tonight because I got in trouble a lot today. And so I put myself up here with no insulation, no sheetrock. I got some insulation behind me so when I get colder tonight, I got this old bookcase behind me, and I got little Spiny here to talk about the anatomy tonight, and if you guys had any questions. So I'm going to continue with the spine, but like I was saying earlier, I'm going to be hitting that bell afterwards, so be mindful. I'm going to be coming after you guys later to watch your videos. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. Hey, Joe, gravity comes for us all. It's never pretty unless you're rich. Oh, boy. You better believe it. But it's funny that now that you see everybody, like all the celebrities, all the people that got lots of money, you see these videos that they're doing like I am right now. Like Matthew McConaughey. Now he did a video today. I don't know, it was like a 3 or 4 minute video talk about what he's gonna do for someone, which was very nice. But you see how much movie magic and lighting does for people. Oh man, I got another one. Teeny Villacrero, hi ho, shout out. Yes, thank you for coming to my live stream. Thumbs up or done. I want you guys to go ahead and connect. Be nice. We love each other, all right? We're all working for the same thing. We're working to get better at our videos. We're looking to get monetized, some of us are. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you, Medic Bunny, that's right. We're all putting a lot of our hard work and time instead of just sitting and watching Netflix all day. We're trying to make good content as well as hopefully find a few viewerships and friends along the way. And so we're all doing the same thing. So we know, your hardship in regards to live stream anyways, or doing videos on YouTube is the same across the board. And so you can see, this is Average Joe's poor man's way to do it, but I'll get everyone back after the Joe show, rest assured. That's right. So Lionel's gonna be coming back to you guys all too after the stream. So be mindful of that. That if they don't get to you, give it like maybe 3 hours that they get back to you. Thank you, Alternative. There we go. Medic Bunny already making a connection here. Rolling in, sissy. Oh, man. Roll. Coming on into the house. As far as I can see, I think we got 9 in the house right now. Hopefully you can share me out. That would be beautiful. Average Joe, have been connected with you since you started. Yes, I know. My first live stream, Lionel was in there, and he got my first blue jacket, if I remember correctly. I know if he wasn't the first, he was one of the first to get my jacket. So, host, what is your live stream schedule? Well, I was, and I need to change. You caught me on this. Yes, you did. I was doing live streams on Wednesdays, and I was doing it initially on Sundays. Now I'm doing my live streams on my channel art, it shows it as Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I drop my videos on Sundays. I think I need to update it tonight. I'm going to start doing my live streams Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and then I'm going to be doing dropping my show, my edited video on Sundays. I'm going to continue that. So I'm going to add one more day in my live streams, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, like I did last week, and I'm going to continue to do that, depending on what type of love I get out there. If I get a lot of love like I'm getting tonight, I'm going to keep doing it. Because that's really, for me, it's all about educating, as well as obviously, when I get monetized at some point, whether it's 12 months, 16 months, or 2 years. Thanks for the update. No problem there, Woodcutter. I'm going to be doing live streams Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I did it last week. I'm doing it this week. And so I just need to change my channel art, which will take me like a total of 5 minutes because I use canvas.com. So canvas.com, it takes me literally 5 minutes and that'll be uploaded fine. Thanks, sister. 3 years now for tropical plants in, oh, wow, negative 35 degrees Celsius. That sounds cold. It's not Fahrenheit. He's in Canada. Canada's all about Celsius. You don't do Fahrenheit, so you got to do that whole math configuration to figure out what the heck is Celsius to Fahrenheit. Oh, Lionel says, at Bonnie Rose, thanks, sister. I got 5D Watt we got the woodcutter. Hi, my dear. That's right. 5D Watt and woodcutter are connecting. See, that's what it's all about. I got 11 in the house. This is a poor man's stream, and I got 11 people. I had 11 people. I had 10 people in the house. That is awesome. Now, when I've done my typical live streams, I'm lucky if I can get 4 or 5. So I'm going to keep doing Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from now on. It seems like when I'm consistent like that. Hello, bro, Roland. That's right. So there you go. That's my answer for that. All right, so let's go ahead and get connected. If you guys have any questions about Little Spiny, I'm going to go ahead and keep talk about what I'm going to do tonight. And so we're way up here at the neck, and like I said before, you have 7 of these little things. And Joe, I am getting help with the upload tips. Have you used a green screen? If yes, how can you go live with a green screen? Brother Joe, the matrix system was a cash grab. Tax 1 gallon of gas or each liter get the con. Ha 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 ha. Lionel, you're something else. I don't think you can do a green screen from your phone. And you have to have 1,000 subscribers, I think, to do live streams from your phone. Now, I use OBS when I'm not in the poorhouse, and that's easy to do a live stream. And to do it with a green screen, as well as I upload a video. I'll play an old video in the background that also is associated with whatever I'm doing that particular live stream. When I'm talking about a knee, my old video will be about a knee or a back. So you can play another video as well as do your live stream, as well as do a green screen if you wanted to on OBS. You probably could do it on what's that called? StreamYard. You'd have to probably pay for OBS. You don't have to pay, but StreamYard, anything more than 20 hours a month, or if you start asking, a lot of other things like maybe your brand or logo and stuff like that, you're going to have to pay for it. StreamYard is much easier to use than OBS, but you don't get a lot of the benefits out of the gate for free like you do with OBS than you do with StreamYard. So it's a give and take. All right, I got 5D Watt says done. Medic Bunny, thumbs up. Lionel says thumbs up. There's so many thumbs up going on here. My head is spinning. I feel like what the heck's his name? Beetlejuice with my head spinning around. All right. 1 liter of gas up here is 76 cents times 4. That's a lot of money. What you pay down there, milk is 4-liter bag, one gallon is $10. $10 for a gallon of milk? Holy smokes. That's insane. I think I'd go out and buy a cow. Holy cow, and I'd start selling milk. $10, that's absurd, man. Of course, I do understand that the United States does mitigate feed and milk prices. And so if your country doesn't do that, mitigate milk prices, so yeah, your milk probably would cost a lot more. Because your government's not mitigating prices by paying the farmers more. So United States, we do that. So there's a lot of things that that United States does that other countries don't do, and vice versa. Like you can get cheap prescriptions in Canada that you can't get in the United States, and that's been an issue for probably at least as long as I've been around, and I'm sure longer than that. All right, what do we got here? Welcome to the channel, Average Joe. I also wanted to ask you about tension in the shoulders. I think that's in the vein that you were on when you were talking about spiny. Yes, you are correct. Yes. Let me go get the shoulder blade. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. And so when we look at the shoulder blade, let me take this off of the post here. All right, and so it kind of, let's see if I can get a good view because this is a very small camera. All right, so if you look at it this way, this is kind of how, you have you have your collarbone in the front, and you have your kind of your spine like in between a little bit. So let's see if I can do this correctly. So it's kind of like that. And so your shoulder blade rides on your ribs. If I had my ribs across the front here. And the reality is you have a huge muscle, and I have this in probably my neck playlist. Cervical spine is the same. It's just a fancy word. Cervical is the same thing as neck. And so this main muscle on the top of your shoulder blade, which is see if I can get around here, way down in here in this area, that muscle runs from that shoulder blade all the way up and attaches to the side of what we call the transverse processes in your neck. And so you can get a lot of pain from that levator scapula, it's called. And so the thumbnail has the levator scapula in green, the color does, so the muscle's in green on my thumbnail. So if you want to look at that, that will probably help. Welcome in, everyone. That's right. Thank you, Medic Bunny. Welcome in. I have 9 in the house, or I had 9 in the house. Hopefully got more here. But I have a whole video on muscle tension reduction with Theracane, and where you can actually purchase one of those Theracanes. I have taping techniques on there for this particular problem. I have different exercises and stretching that you can do for that particular problem, as well as I have some postural stuff that you can do with the magic towel that I talk about in that particular video. So that's the big thing, is that levator scapula. Now there's another bundle on the side here, has a couple muscles on it, which are called the rhomboids, but there's some nerve endings on the inside here, and that whole cluster, they can get really inflamed and give you a lot of, let's see if I can get up here off the camera here, and get a lot of like lower, almost mid-back shoulder blade pain in there, and it's coming from those rhomboids, levator scapula, as well as a bundle of nerves in the area, and you get what's called an active trigger point that can get inflamed. And so that's a big problem that you can have with that particular muscle. Oh, I got 5D calling out to the woodcutter. I learned from you, my dear, how to do chest pie. Love it. I don't know. I hadn't seen that video. Thank you for doing to me the same. Well, that's very nice. You got a wonderful connection there. Linked on in. Hopefully y'all can share me out. That would be awesome. And so that should hopefully help you with that particular question there. Welcome to the Sila channel. I got here, Medic Bunny says, Shia, my twin daughters help me. They have a big channel. They have their own business. Look at them. Jar Landscapers. Oh, okay. We got a Jar Lands. All right. Well, look at that. We got someone coming. Look at that. Hopefully it may give you some information. Hey, Joe, pasta tonight, or are you in training? Man, I got to get my fat rear end back to the gym once it opens up. I'm hoping this next weekend, our governor tomorrow is going to decide what they're going to do. I mean, the gyms were the last thing to close. So the reality is, I mean, the logic would be hopefully they're one of the first things to open. I mean, we were using spray bottles and chemicals all around the equipment anyways. And so is it going to be pasta tonight? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm in the doghouse. I might just probably have I might be eating like dog biscuits if if it's up to everybody else around me today. This was very well. You're very welcome. What happens if my shoulder dislocates every time I do some exercises? If you're having an anterior dislocation, which is what you're describing to me, which is essentially you have instability of the ball and socket, which your shoulder is falling forwards out of the socket or dislocating downwards out of the socket. You need to probably see your primary care doctor and probably have surgery if you're having dislocation. If you're having subluxation, which is different than dislocation, you're probably having subluxations, which is mean you're not having full out unless somebody has to relocate it back in. But yeah, if you're having that kind of stuff, you definitely need to see your primary care doctor and probably send you to an orthopedic, because you're talking about the labrum is all stretched out that holds the ball together. You're talking about all the ligaments around all these little orange brownie things you see. They're all the ligaments that kind of hold the ball into the socket. I mean, that is pretty serious. And so yeah, that's what I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend Average Joe PT for that. If you're having subluxations of your shoulder, no, don't go to my content. You go see your primary care doctor. Please support our host. New video. Oh, thank you so much. Share the Boom 87. That's right. My last video I'm doing my next 3 to 4 videos this next month. It's going to be on snapping hip syndrome. I started with my first video I dropped on Sunday. That was all about what is snapping hip syndrome. There are 3 main kinds of snapping hip syndrome that I go over with Skully. This next video, this next Sunday, is going to be about home treatment techniques that you can do to help reduce snapping hip pain. So, and then the following week, I'm probably going to do what are the surgical techniques that are done for snapping hip syndrome. And then the one after that is probably going to be what physical therapists can do within a clinic to help reduce snapping hip syndrome. So stay tuned for those. So I'm going to start doing series here on Average Joe PT. I'm going to start doing just series with stuff because I think I've hit the gamut for I got almost 80 videos specifically on different body joint issues, in the body and pain and how to reduce them at home. So I'm going to start series here on Average Joe and see how that works out, starting out with snapping hip syndrome. All right. I missed a few things here. Stairs Brother, the ultimate exercise. Oh, I got to scroll back down here. Let's see how I do that on my phone. How I do this. All right. So I have here Medic Bunny. They opened their business on their 18th birthday. They will be 21 next week. They are in college full time. So we got a business. What kind of business is it, Medic Bunny? That might give us a better idea. She did throw a link out for it there. Alternative tongue. I don't call this low budget live stream. This is honestly in its finest. What's important is the content. Who would not agree with that? Well, thank you so much. Hopefully my other live streams had decent content too. They have a lot more color. I got all the joints and the spine and everything else out, and I got some decent lighting. But hey, this is less work for me. And so if I'm getting this much love with less work, I'm going to start just staying in the doghouse more often is all I'm going to do. And everybody will hate me. I'll probably get divorced since I'm in the doghouse all the time. And I'll thank you all for that. Yes, Medic Bunny, yes, I agree. Alternative, I love you. Joe, all right. Thanks very much. Medic Bunny says that to share the boom, 87. We are family rolling in here, Medic Bunny. Hello, Medic Bunny from Galaxy. Got a lot of love going on here. Medic Bunny and my dear, I'm ready to go. That's 5D Watt is looking out for Medic Bunny. It's like, hey, I'm out here, Medic Bunny. Hey, where? Show the love. We got to remember, they want to go out, if they're going to go out of the live stream, watch the video, make a decent comment, and then come back in. Because if they do something quick and no comment or nothing that makes sense with the comment, YouTube's going to put that right into the spam box, and you're never going to see it, and you're going to be like, hey, you never came to my channel. So you got to give them time. Now, some people, like my brother Lionel here, he's going to wait till after the live stream. So some of the brothers and sisters here are going to wait till after the live stream to come, like myself, obviously. I have to wait till after the live stream. I'm actually doing the live stream to come to your channel. So be mindful of that. Give us at least, 3 or 4 hours or so to come and watch your guys' stuff and leave a comment. And I'm ringing the bell tonight, brothers and sisters. Most of these people I know, and I've already rang the bell. So, and I get their stuff all the time. All right. Stretches, PT, I really appreciate. Yeah, I do stretches and strengthening, but I really tried to hone down. Whoops. I got low charge. Wait 1 second. I got to go get my charger for my phone before my phone dies. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's see if I can get this baby charged in here. All right, let's move this stuff aside. Plug this baby in. Well, I better have a plug. Let's unplug that for a second. I should have a good charge for a while. All right, let's bring this around. Don't mind my fingers here, everybody. I know. Wait, that's not my plug. I brought the wrong plug. I gotta get the right plug. I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. I got the right plug. Woo! Whoa, that was close. Oh, man, I didn't think I was going to make it. Welcome in, Fox. Oh, I got some new ones. Welcome in, Fox. Thank you so much for coming. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hit the thumbs up. Hopefully, we're talking about here. We were talking about just the spine, but then we had some friends that want to talk about the shoulder blade a little bit. So I was talking about the shoulder blade, and we were getting connected. Fox Run Forge, just passing through, showing some kindness, hitting the thumbs up. Thank you. We have a bunch of people in here that you might not be subscribed to. You might not have viewership to. These people are solid people. You might want to stick around a little bit and maybe get connected. Up to you. You were close. Yes, I was. I was very close. You, yeah, my time was ticking down on the battery on this phone, boy. It does suck up a lot when you run the camera on this thing. Logical question. No, Dexter was there, Joe, would be chasing him down the street with a tibia in his mouth. Ooh, yes. The good old tibia, the shin bone. At Joe, just wondering if I can share your stream on Facebook group. Absolutely, go right ahead. I don't mind. Share me out wherever you want to. Now, I normally share myself out in Facebook for my own people. I have Twitter that I normally shout out to. I have Instagram. I have LinkedIn. I've shout out before, but I don't get much from LinkedIn at all. That platform specifically. So anyone that can share Joe out, please do. Thank you so much, Medic Bunny. Much love to you. I got Share the Boom 87 saying at Fox Run Forwards. Hi, bro. They're rolling in on you. I see. I'm telling you, if you stick around, you're going to get some love in here. And these people are dedicated. They come. Trust me, they got to be dedicated if they're coming to see Average Joe. Joe, I asked if you had a dog with all those bones laying around. I do have a dog. I have a multi-poodle. Anyways, it's a small little dog. nothing big at all. It's a little tiny little. I call it. It looks like the Ewoks. Remember with Star Wars? It kind of looks like an Ewok. Very cute. Her name is Luna. She's the. She's everybody just loves her, and she's a multi-poodle. That's what I was thinking. She's one of those, put the poodle, put this other thing together, and see what happens. That's what you get. You get a multi-poodle. So very, very smart, very passive. And boy, early on she wouldn't shake up, but boy, when we go on car rides or something like that, she shakes something fierce for the first few or 4 minutes. Furry purse. That's right. Yeah. She's a furry purse. She's cute. She's small. And she doesn't make too much of a mess because she is so tiny. So that's kind of a nice thing. All right. So right now we got 10 in the house, people coming and going. 11 in the house, people still coming and going. Let's talk a little bit more. So we talked about the neck. Do you guys have any more questions about this as I go along? Go ahead and throw them out. Otherwise, get connected. It's wonderful. We've been in here 62 minutes, people. 62 minutes, and we have made some really good friends, locked and loaded. Now, these people are going to watch your stuff. It isn't like they're not going to watch your stuff. There's going to be one click, you never hear from them again. I'm guarantee you these people are going to watch this stuff. Oh, I got Bonita. I'm interested. Well, hello. Thank you for coming. Oh, you're not late. You're not late? No. Who said you were late? You're right on time. All right, we got a lot of people in here. Hopefully, you can get connected. I think there's 11 or 12 in the house right now. That's right. Medic Bunny says, welcome in, Bonita. Big heart at the dog park. The tiny ones always have the biggest hearts. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she's very smart. She listens, but boy, she cowers. You raise your voice at all, she's very passive. She cowers very, very quickly. I suffered from severe back pain. Well, lo and behold, I brought little Tiny in tonight, and so we can go over this a little bit more if you'd like. And so I do have I have a bunch of playlists on the lower back. The 3 ones that you might want to look at are titled Disc Pain, Stenosis, and Muscle Imbalance. And so those are the 3 big ones that really go over a majority of why people are having back pain in the first place. 5D Watt says, at Medic Bunny, I've been in your house and your dog is really adorable. I perfectly did, my dear. I have to go, everyone. Have a safe and blessed evening. Well, bye, Bonnie Rose. Thanks for coming by. I looked some of your videos. Hopefully, the back ones gave you some decent ideas because I go over where the pain's coming from and then treatments that you can do at home to help reduce that pain. Medic Bunny says, be safe, Bonnie. You too, Bonnie. Got you back. Be back when you get there. And so, if we talk about the mid back, and I've said this before, that's basically from T1 all the way down to T12. That's your thoracic spine. There are 12 vertebrae, and there's ribs that come off of the side here. These little things called pedicles. These little ear-like things is where the ribs articulate or move from when you breathe in and breathe out. You know, your ribs got to open and close. Otherwise, your lungs can't expand and contract. And so, because you have ribs in your mid back, your spine is very stable in the mid part of your back or your thoracic spine. Those ribs really hold that stability there. Lo and behold, you really don't have much problems there when it comes to disc issues because it is so stable. Now, you don't have as much mobility in your ribs and mid back area as you do in your neck and your lower back. Oh, I got a new one in here, Sam25. Sam25 says, hello, host. Hi, Sam25. We got a lot of people in here. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up if you'd like. There's 14 in the house right now. There's a lot of people in here. If you see their stuff and you like it, these are very loyal people in here. You can go ahead and get connected if you'd like. I got Medic Bunny says hi, Sam. I got Miss Galaxy says hi. And Sam25 says alternative says hello. So we got maybe a shout out between those two wonderful people, Sam25 B-Log and Alternative Tongues. That's a possibility. Alternative Tongues has been knocking them out here lately. They've been scarfing them up, something fierce. And so when you look at that mid back and you look from the side, those ribs come out. They give a lot of stability in this area. Share the Boom says, Willow's Galaxy says, hello, I love you. And welcome. We got lots of hearts here. They're just blowing up the graphics on the hearts here. All right. And so you won't really have a disc problem. Now, you could have a disc bulge or something in your mid back. But the reality is if you're having mid-back pain, it's probably not coming from that. You could be getting some arthritis within the joint here. If I pull one of the vertebrae open a little bit better, you can probably see what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can get it on camera a little bit better for you folks. I got big fingers and a small camera here. So right there, coming nice and close here on you. Turn it here. You can see right there where the joint meets the joint below and above, excuse me. And that's called your facet joint. And it has cartilage, and it basically glides on one another as you bend forwards, as you rotate, and as you extend, and as you, what we call lateral flex or bend to the side. And it has a capsule, basically has tissue around it, and it keeps it nice and nourished with synovial fluid so you don't have any issues there. Oh, I got a new one in here. CYM Vloggers. Hello, CYN Vloggers. Thanks for coming. That's right, Scotty Dog. That's right. You can have a Scotty Dog Fraxer from that. I got hello, host. Hello, CYN Vlogs. I got 11 or 12 or 13 in the house that coming and going. Thumbs up, done, host. Thank you so much. Oh, Levito Beavers is in the house. I got Mr. Leave It to Beavers in the house tonight. Coming on in. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully you can get connected. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming by. We're talking about Little Spiny here. I'm doing a low down poor man's live stream tonight. I'm up in my attic. I've been in the doghouse all afternoon. Everybody's yelled at me. Everybody yelled at me at work today. I've just had a bad day. It's been a bad day, and I'm up in the... Nope. No insulation, no sheetrock. So it's going to get cold tonight up here, folks. And I'm going to be freezing. But I got some insulation behind me that I can hopefully use to keep myself warm up here tonight. Conversations always goes back to canines and Brothers Joe's. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Got to roll it back. Leave it to Beaver says, hi, let's go, bro. We got 5D Watt saying, Beaver, where you at, brother? Where you at? We got to get connected. Show the love. Now, realize that some of the people are going to get connected after the live stream. So give yourself a good 2 or 3 hours so people can watch your stuff afterwards. So they might want to stay during the live stream and don't want to go out and go back in. So be mindful of that. You can go ahead and get connected, subscribe if you like, hit the bell if you think their content's really cool. Make sure you're watching it long enough and you're giving a decent comment. Otherwise, YouTube's going to put it in the spam box and they're never going to see it. And you're going to be like, hey, they never subscribed to me. They never came to me. Well, that's because your stuff went into the spam box because you didn't watch it long enough and you didn't leave a decent comment. Yeah, that's YouTube algorithm for you. That's just what they're doing. Well, that's awesome. All right, there. I thank you. Yeah, that's okay. This is not. This is a. I do all my live streams as a Connect live stream as well as learning, and so I never want to say that no one. If hey, this is not a connecting live stream. I'm not that way at all. Some people are like that. Hey, that's fine. That's their channel. Whatever they want to do. But I definitely, if people want to connect to my live streams, I wholeheartedly welcome it because I understand it's not easy out there to get actual good viewership. Now you can get subscribers left and right. You know, can you get good viewerships? And I guarantee you're going to get some good viewerships here. All right, and so we were talking about the mid back, and so we talked about why if you're having a disc problem in the mid back, it's probably not. You could have what's called a false positive, which means is you have an MRI, you had one on your mid back, and the MRI says, "Oh my God, you got a disc problem," and everybody's like, "Well, yeah, you might have a disc bulge, but it's not pressing on any of the nerves. That's not where your pain's coming from. So that's a false positive." Mr. Beaver says, "I'm the other Beaver that talks to you before. I was able to finally get my name back. I think before I was Beaver Videos." Oh, okay. You got your name back. Good for you. Yeah, there's a lot of out there where, people got nothing better to do, so they're trying to steal accounts or they're trying to copy the account. All this kind of crazy stuff. And that happens. You get big enough, you're going to get people that are going to hound you. I mean, look at what China's done. I mean, any stuff that you make decent and sell, they copy it and they go ahead and sell it off as their own. So, nowadays a patent doesn't mean much. If it's making tons of money, somebody overseas is gonna copy it and make it, and then they're gonna sell it anyway. So patents aren't like what they used to be anyways. Well, I had a troll. Yeah, you're going to get trolls. I'll probably get trolls too at some point if I stick around long enough, which I'm going to, and get big enough, which I hope to. Whatever. If they think they can educate the public like I can and spend the money that I have on my models like I have, then good for them. But I doubt it. You're talking about 7.5 years of education, a clinical doctorate, as well as 20 some years of experience on top of that. So they can have at it if they want to. Someone copied my name and was using it against me, but I turned them into YouTube. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Yeah, unfortunately, if you're lucky enough to find out, you can hopefully turn them in. And of course, then they'll do it again. They might put a dash or an underscore or something like that. Well, thank you, Mr. Beaver. I try, my edited streams, or my shows that I drop. I try. I mean, that's all Adobe After Effects. I do storyboards and stuff like that, so it all kind of makes sense. And so I'm trying to I'm doing a series now, and I dropped my last show on Sunday, which was my first show on snapping hip syndrome. And so my next show this next weekend is going to be on treatment techniques that you can do at home for snapping hip syndrome. I like your show. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. It does mean a lot to me because I do put a lot of hard work. I do put a lot of thought in my content that I make. Joe, gotta go, brother. Dex has to pee, plus my super's ready. My supper's ready, super. My supper's ready. Take care, bro. Thank you so much coming, Lionel. And I'm sure Lionel will be coming to your guys' channel when you guys hit him up. I like the headline, low budget. Yeah, and it is. Compared to my other videos, I mean, even my other live streams, I use the bigger video camera. I have a bigger view so you can see everything. I'm in the doghouse tonight. I like the headline, yes. Be safe, Lionel. Be good, everyone. Light some candles. Put on some berry white and sanitize yourselves. Oh, Mr. Beaver says, Alternative Tongue has visited your house. All right, so maybe Beaver's going to come over and get some love to you guys. We'll see after the live stream. I got 13 or 14 in the house right now. I got Mia Gaia's Lifestyles in the house. Mama Gaia's in Lifestyles in here. Look at that. Coming to show a little love to Average Joe PT. We're going over the spine a little bit tonight. Getting a lot of connections out there. I'm going to start doing my live streams on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And I'm going to drop my videos on Sunday. So I will be doing another live stream tomorrow. I'll probably doing another poorhouse attempt. But probably I'll have a little bit better setup than what you're seeing tonight. Which is, you see just my mug in my little spine in the background. Hopefully I'll have a little bit better view for you guys next time. So be watching out for that next tomorrow. I'll probably, hopefully, be able to do a little bit earlier, maybe like 1, 2 o'clock-ish type live stream, Eastern Standard Time. So when I come out and do that tomorrow, if you ring the bell, you'll see my stuff. You'll see me coming live stream. I like your channel host watching from the Philippines. Yes, I have much love in the Philippines. I have my girl Sunshine. Sunshine. Shout out to her. Love her. Love her live stream. She's going into a singing. She's doing a lot of singing in her edited videos now. And so she's out there just belting them out as best as she can. And so if you don't know, Sunshine Cooper, she is in the Philippines and she does live streams also. And I come over there as much as I possibly can and give her as much love as I can. I try and give her money when I can. I can't give money to everybody. You know, I ain't no millionaire. You know, I work like everybody else does. Work to pay the bills kind of bit. Oh, yeah, I got Alternative Tongues is originally from the Philippines. Yes, I get a lot of that. I get some like from Italy that were originally from the Philippines. I got my girl Vlog. I think she's from the Philippines. Rona Vlog, Rona. She does live streams. You can go ahead, hit her up, tell her that Average Joe PT said hello. I saw her earlier today at lunchtime. I watched her a little bit while she was doing a live stream. She's awesome. She does live streams all the time. So shout out to her too. She's wonderful. So let's go ahead. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the mid-back. Now I said, the mid-back, the disc really doesn't cause a lot of pain. Sometimes the arthritis from that facet joint that I showed you earlier can cause some of the pain. But a lot of times it's coming from one of two things. It's either coming from you're kind of bent forward, your posture. All right, you're kind of bent forward. It's like a rounded mid-back posture thing. You're over top of your computer a lot and stuff like that. That be causing a lot of the muscle tension pain in there. Or number two, it's coming from your shoulder blade. Skully's House of Thrillers. My brother from another mother's in the house. Skully House of Thrillers. This guy is the shizness. That's right. Love this guy. He's got such a what's the best way? Theatrical voice to him. He is a actual published writer. He's got books. He does his basically channel is at least some of the live streams that I've been in. He actually reads chapters out of the book. He's got, his edited videos are have sound effects and stuff to them, kind of like what I do with my stuff, but he does it better because he's been doing it longer. Skully's House of Thrillers is looking out the medic bunny and says hello, but he's amazing. I got him on speed dial for the call bell. When he brings up a new video, I watch him. He's just got this really deep baritone, raspy, and he's got a beautiful sound set up for his voice. Man, it's muy caliente. It's really good stuff. If you don't go see him, you're nuts. There's Audible books And then there's Skully's House of Thrillers. This guy is amazing. If you don't get him, you're missing out. You really are missing out. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. He's it's awesome. It really is nice. And I'm glad, whether when I get monetized and stuff like that, I continue to watch all you guys. The bigger I get, the bigger harder I get, and you guys, it's one of those perks that I thought I'd never have doing YouTube. The hard work that we put into it, editing videos, understanding YouTube, whatever editing program that you use, or sound effects. I use Adobe After Effects for some of my graphics and stuff like that. Once you start to learn the basics and know how hard it is to make a decent video, then you find all these little gold nuggets or diamonds that you find out. And one of them I found is Skully's House of Thrillers. It really is. As well as Medic Bunny, awesome there. I got X-Ray Girl that comes every once in a while. All you guys, it's all exciting that I never thought. I never thought that would have anything like that. And so it's really cool to see that camaraderie in this environment. I never thought that. It's one of those things you don't think of when you're just focused on making good content that makes sense. And in my niche, making content that has some scientific background to it, that what I say and what I do actually is going to work. And so, as well as make it fun and entertaining. And that's what I've been trying to do with my videos over the last 2 or 3 months, is try to make them entertaining as well as decent content. And like I'm doing now on my channel, I'm starting to do a series. And so, that being said, let's go ahead and get back to the mid-back. And so, when we talk about this mid-back a little bit more, we go ahead and talk about the shoulder blade is the second way that you really, if you're going to have pain in your mid-back area, right where that bra line is, really comes from that shoulder blade. Because a lot of the muscles, I'm going to bring my shoulder blade out here for a second. A lot of the shoulder blade muscles attaching on the inside of the shoulder blade and behind the shoulder blade, as well as underneath the shoulder blade, all attach to certain parts on that spine, especially that inside. That inside shoulder blade has a lot of muscles that go from the spine to the shoulder blade. And if you're having any kind of weird tilting of your shoulder blade, bad rounded posture, you're going to get a lot of over elongated and stretched out muscles that aren't getting into a short and relaxed position. And what happens when something's over elongated for long periods of time, you can't get blood flow in and out of the tissue. It starts to build up toxins within the muscle bellies. Those muscles then start to get inflamed and get aggravated and start giving you pain. So that's really the two reasons why a lot of times you can have mid-back spine pain, is the posture, rounded forwards kind of position, as well as the shoulder blade. Not really coming from a disc more times than not, because those ribs really stabilize that mid part of the back. We got a thanks, my dear, from 5DWA onto Mr. Beaver. I got the Beaver talking about, I'm letting the one you did 4 hours ago play in another tab so you get some watch time. After the show with Average Joe, I'll comment. Thank you so much watching one of my live streams. Thank you. Yeah, I'm missing a lot of watch hours. I spent so much early on making just edited videos and trying to make that content that I didn't do any live streams. And so I've lost a lot, because really, whether I make an 8 or 10 minute video and I get probably 30 to 45% watch time on those edited videos, I mean, to get 4,000 hours, you need to do live streams. It's just that simple. And so I'm missing out a lot. Well, thank you so much. Yes, I do have a doctorate degree in physical therapy. So technically, I am a doctor. I'm a doctor of physical therapy. I just don't tout it like chiropractors do. You could be a doctor of pharmacy. You could be a doctor of nurse practitioner. I mean, it's just higher level education. A lot of it's research based. You're doing a research project. And so I don't really tout it doctor a lot because I think it confuses people. I'm not a medical doctor, though I have the same education line as, like I said, a chiropractor, a podiatrist, which is a foot doctor, definitely a physician assistant, definitely a nurse practitioner, a dentist. A dentistry is not a medical doctor. They're a doctor of dentistry, a DD, as well as a chiropractor is a DC, and a physical therapist is a DPT. So we're not medical doctors. So I always try and tell that, that we don't confuse it, because a lot of people want to, they want to kind of blend or interconnect the two. And the reality is it's not. So we have our own niche, in my realm. I do musculoskeletal, gait, as well as, we are experts in motion, in that whole bit. And so, if you went to a primary care doctor and you went there for a back problem, oh yeah, I'm going to have a lot more knowledge than a medical doctor, primary care doctor, when it comes to your spine. Now, am I going to have the same knowledge in regards to the medicines? No. But overall, the musculoskeletal system and how it works, yes. I'm going to have just as much or more knowledge than the primary care doctor. A doctor of osteopath, an MD doctor of osteopath, absolutely not. An orthopedic doctor, absolutely not. But I can hold my own pretty good most of the time. All right, so let's go ahead and look at more love here. We got at House of Thrillers, we got Share the Boom 87 shouting out to you. I got Farm Long. Thank you, just rowing your house. That's right. So we got people coming and going in the house in regards to sharing the love. So let me scroll down here, because this thing, I'm missing a few scrolls here on it. There we go. I got Skully's House of Thrillers saying, hey, Share the Boom, coming back at you. We got CYM Vlogger saying, hey, I'm out here, Galaxy. I'm coming out to you. So I got 10 in the house, or 12. People are coming in and out. And so you'll get that, especially if they're just going by their phone, or if they just have one particular device that they're using on this actual live stream. So they're going to have to pop out and pop back in because of how YouTube has changed the link system over the last, 3 or 4 weeks now. Welcome to the Sheila channel. That's right. Yep, you're right. And so we're going to go down into the pelvis now. Now we're going down into the lumbar spine, the L spine, and there are 5 vertebrae. T12, after thoracic 12 vertebrae, you have 5 lumbar vertebrae, and then you go down into S1, which is sacrum. That's technically a fused bone, usually with S2. These are all usually fused solid bones. Every once in a while, we'll get an abnormality, and you'll have a small little disc between S1 and S2. Now, I talked a while back on one of my edited videos. I talked about abnormalities of the lumbar spine, and one of them is where you can be born with a over elongated little bony prominence here called the transverse processes that goes down right onto S1, and next thing you know, you are fused congenitally, or through a short period of time as you grow, you end up having a fused L5S1. You never knew it until you had an x-ray. You come in, you got a lot of back pain, you see your doctor, the doctor says, holy cow, just look at this part here, look at this, you're one of those abnormalities. And that can happen. It's rare. It's not, we're not talking about, 1 in 10 or something like that. It's rare, but it can happen, and it can happen a lot. I may have the S1 thing. It's possible, Skully. You might have the whole S1, S2 that has a small disc, and it never fused as you grew. And so you might have this weird little disc issue going down in there. There's all kinds of weird abnormalities you can have. You can have certain tendons in your body that other people don't have. You could have, I've learned to embrace back pain. Yeah. I mean, if you're on this planet long enough, you'll realize. But if you wanted to look at, if you get time there, Skully, if you wanted to look at some of my 3 main probably under my back playlist. If you want to look under disc, if you want to look under stenosis, those are the titles, or muscle imbalance, 3 muscles that really cause a lot of the back problems. If you look at those 3 different videos, you might get a decent idea, and I give you treatment techniques to help reduce your pain with those particular problems. So, and that you can do in your own home. So, you know, they're 6, 7, 8 minutes long. You can just fly through them if you want, skim through it and see if one of those really sounds more like your problem. But Joe helps. Yeah, definitely. I hope damn low back pain goes out some. Yeah. I mean, if you look at those 3 things, those 3 different videos, maybe one of those sounds more like you. And if you try a few of those treatment techniques over a short period of time, we're talking like within 5 to 7 days, hopefully your pain will calm down a bit. Or if some of the discussion I have that might aggravate the pain, the back pain in the first place, if it sounds like some of the stuff that I tell you that aggravates the back that you're doing, if you stop doing some of those things, maybe your back pain, the inflammatory process might be able to calm down a little bit, and you might be better for it. It's a chance. I mean, hey, this is free stuff. What's the worst case scenario is it didn't help you, but you know, if it sounds like a duck, walks like a duck, and quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. Okay, I'll check it out. I'm 50 now. That's all right. I'm 44. Yeah, you know, we're all getting old. Now, here's one of the things. As you get older, your disc starts to ossify. And so it becomes a little firmer and thicker as we get older. It loses its elasticity and malleability. Oh, there's some words for Mr. Bookworm himself. Probably I won't even come anywhere near close to the vocabulary that man has. He's got a sick vocabulary. So that's also another thing that's awesome. Like you look and you listen to his channel, and when he talks to you and he talks about, you know, he's reading the story, you really start to get some vocabulary that you never use. And so I think that's also very cool about his channel. All right, so as you age, your disc, these little things in between your vertebrae start to ossify, start to thicken up. And so though you lose mobility, you start to get a little bit more stability in that spine as you age. Unfortunately, then comes in the ugly thing called stenosis and more arthritis if you don't keep yourself flexible as you age. So early on, you have to be careful with that. I have a great editor. Well, that's awesome. You have someone. Oh, you mean edit your books? Well, yeah. But hey, you know, you have to have the sentence structure there to begin with. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what word they put in. If the sentence structure doesn't make sense with the word, who cares? You gotta have the meat. You gotta have the bones, the meat on the bones first for the story before you can throw any words in there. And he's a great, you're probably, I mean, I don't know nothing about that stuff. I'm a physical therapist. I've also been very flexible. Yeah, I mean, sometimes hyperflexibility is not good for a spine as you age. So maybe some of the sitting techniques that I talk about in my different back videos might actually help you, because if you have too much C in your body and not enough S when you're sitting for prolonged periods of time, you might be putting too much stress on the lumbar spine and those facet joints. I'll be right back. I only take a minute. That's Medic Bunny. Yes, meat on the bones. Nice. That's right. I love that little drumstick. Welcome to the Sheila channel. I'm done to you, my dear. Looking forward for some love notes from you, my dear. So 5D Watts looking out for you. Hopefully you guys are going to come back here and give them some love. Otherwise, they might be waiting until after the stream. Give them 2 or 3 hours after the stream to watch your videos. Leave a healthy comment. Hopefully watch most of the video like I always do. I'm ringing the bell. I ring the bell to people that are in my live stream anyways. They spend the time to come to my live stream. At least I can do is ring the bell and start to watch their stuff more often. Now, some of these people I'm going to watch all the time, like Skully's house. I'm watching this guy all the time. I love this stuff. This guy's awesome. So, as well as I'm watching the other ones. But I gotta admit, when I'm out on my walks and I'm taking a shower in the morning or whatever, Skully's on the play. That's just the way it is. And hopefully I'm endearing to some of you guys too. The knowledge that I spew out of these lips, that I spent, I don't know, $120,000 or something for, as well as the experience I have after the fact. Hopefully you guys will take credit for that and listen to some of it. I don't know. It might help other people. My left occipital lymph node mysteriously swelled for 2 days. I have regular neck pain, but this was the first time for this. Whoa! You have some lymph nodes issues going on. It feels a little better today. Well, you better make sure you follow up with your doctor, because anytime you're having enlarged lymph nodes tells me that you're trying to either fight off an infection or you got something going on there that needs to see a primary care doctor. That's beyond my scope, but I know that, if you had come to my clinic and I'd seen that, there are green flags, yellow flags, and red flags when it comes to doing an evaluation on a person. You definitely would be a yellow red flag when you come to me and if I saw you for neck pain and you started having enlarged lymph nodes and tenderness around your lymph nodes, no, I'm referring you out to the doctor. You're not seeing me. And so that's definitely a yellow red flag on my mark. I learned a lot from you, host. Thank you, 5D Watt. I hope to give you more knowledge. Come and see me back. There's 8 in the house. I got to go get myself a drink of water because I've been talking for 95 minutes straight. So be mindful. I'll be right back. Go ahead and hook up and connect here with you guys. I got 8 or 9 in the house right now. Give me a thumbs up. I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. Woo! Thanks for waiting for me. I had to get something to drink. Something quick to eat. Woo! His name shouldn't be Average Joe, but instead Joe Rocks. Alternative tongue, thank you so much. That's awesome for you to say that. Medic Money says, welcome back. All right, I got 8 in the house right now. If you guys have any questions, we're going to start talking about the lower back a little bit. Hello, hi, Galaxy. And let's go ahead and get started. So, like I said before, we have 5 lumbar vertebrae. They have discs in between them that are basically the cushions. And think of it, the disc this way. When it's nice and healthy, it's the consistency of wet seaweed. When it's not healthy and it's kind of degenerated, like what's happened with Skully and stuff like that, is that it looks like dried out, inconsistent seaweed. And so when you look on an MRI, it's very black when you don't have any fluid left in that disc on an MRI. A healthy disc in an MRI is very white, and so it kind of lights that fluid up in there. But when it's black and dark and kind of flattened all over the place on an MRI, you got a degenerative disc. And degenerative disc is normal. Degenerative disc disease is a normal process in the body that happens as we age. And so unless you start having inflammatory issues from it, from either sitting incorrectly or causing the joint to get thick and inflamed, causing what we call facet syndrome, or over elongated muscles and having muscle spasms from it because the muscles are overstretched constantly. And so this last little one down here, if we look at from the front, it's not the same angle as the rest of them. And that is correct. This last disc in your back before you get to the sacrum is an angle. It's a wedge-shaped disc. Hi, host. Need to say bye-bye for now. I hate this, but I need to prepare myself for work. See you next live stream. I'll watch your videos to learn more. Bye, guys. See you next time. Bye, 5D Watt. Thanks for coming by. Cam, you're imaging how I sit as I write and edit videos. Oh, can you imagine how I sit as I write and edit my videos? Yes. I usually, if you look at my, I'm all about posture when it comes to that. You want to make sure you have the magic towel roll, you roll it on up, and you keep it right at your lower back like this, and so you can't sit flexed. You can't sit like this. You have to sit upright. And if you put that towel right where my palm is on your hips and your back, it will keep you upright and keep you from flexing down like that. And so you want to do it that way. That way you take that, what we call sacral sitting, out of the equation. Thank you, 5D Watt. And so this disc here, this L5S1 disc, is last disc before you get to the sacrum. What do I put back there? I'm going to go show you. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get the magic towel. All right, folks. The magic towel. All you're going to do is take a towel, roll it on up. I want you to make it twice the size of this, Skully, so that it's probably about this big around. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put tape around it to maintain its shape. This is what you're going to put down at your lower back area. So when you're sitting basically so that the towel roll is back here like this. And so when you sit, you can't sit like that. You're going to sit like this. See how my back stays straight? With the towel roll blocking against the back of the chair, you'll sit like this. Otherwise, without the towel roll there, you'll sit like that. You see the difference? My hips rock forwards with a towel roll, and they don't when you don't, and over elongates that stuff. So you want to sit like this with your back straight up and down. If you see this line right here, that's my back staying straight up and down versus like this. So you want to always be in this position with the towel roll back there. And you want a towel roll because don't use a pillow, because a pillow will flatten out. A towel roll is dense, and so it's thick enough that it doesn't hurt, but it's also thick enough and soft enough so that it will hold its shape at the same time. So something as simple as this with a towel roll behind you, you know, in your car, another one for your car or whatever, and just make sure it's probably about twice the size of this and put some tape around it so it maintains its shape. That's really it. The magic towel roll, I call it. Use this for your lower back. Use this for your mid-back area, and so that you're staying upright all the time. And so it's pretty simple. Doesn't cost anything. Well, I just fractured my fibula, and man, it hurt so bad. And patient was worst. Juliet Catherine, the shit's soused, is in the house. Thank you for coming. She says she got a woof woof. She's in the house woof woofing. And she says she fractured her fibula. Now the fibula, oh, how I love to lean on my table while typing on the laptop. So this must be where all my lower back pain is coming from, slouching. Absolutely. Probably 90% of your lower back pain is coming from you flexed over or slumped over that while your lower tailbone is being gapped open. So literally, you're sitting like this, you know, and you're straining all your lower back. Even though your upper arms are supporting you, it's a lot of stress. It's a major pivot point you're causing at your lower back. That's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Let's see. You guys are. I went to a surgeon doctor for an EMG. Yes, an electromyograph. Yes, to make sure that you haven't messed up any of the muscles or nerves around that ankle area that you've. So a lot of times the fibula is a non-weight-bearing bone. So you can have a fibula fracture. They might put you in a cam boot. They might not. And you might not need crutches. They might put you in crutches just because it might hurt because it's all swollen. You just did it. But the reality is probably you can still be weight-bearing and tolerate because you didn't fracture your tibia or fractured your outside bone, your fibula. Woof woof, Miss Juliet says here, they poked me from my lower back and all the way to my feet. Oh my God, needles hurt. Yeah, if they do an EMG, they're testing the nerve conduction velocity of the nerves. Yeah, the speed of the nerves. Yeah, that test never feels very good. I've got hot burns on the bottoms of my feet. Yes, they're trying to find out whether your S1 nerve is causing the pain in the bottom of your feet, or if you have neuropathy, or if you have some other issue going on. They need to figure out why the heck do you have burning in the bottom of your feet. Now, you can get that way up here that I'm talking about at this last nerve, this S1, this last little disc area here, these nerves coming out. Let's see if I can get a better view from the front. These nerves coming out here can get impinged from either the disc or the back, and it can give you symptoms in the bottom of your feet if it's coming from there. I would get sharp pains here and there, and if I'm doing something for a period time, it get numb and swollen. Well, the swelling part is kind of odd. The numbness is not, but if you're getting swelling, that's definitely kind of like, something else might be going on there on top of that. I thought a proctology exam was bad, but your test makes it sound worse. Yeah, proctology is not fun either. Yo, woohoo, never is good, but it's always better than colon cancer or prostate cancer, because that's usually what they're looking for. Where is Skully? Skully, I'm telling you, Skully got mad at me as well as my family, and they put me in the doghouse. This is not my normal live stream headquarters. I'm kind of slumming it here, but Skully got mad at me and booted me out of the office, and my family got mad at me, so they put me in the attic here, and I don't have no insulation, no sheetrock, and I'm going to freeze to death up here. So that's where Skully is. Skully's being mean at me. Yeah, he's mad at me, and I think I might be a little mad at him. They also did an electric shocks. Yeah, that's a nerve conduction test. Definitely, absolutely, Miss Kathleen. It never feels good. But they can get definitive information on where the nerve is being slowed down at. So they'll be able to tell where it's being caused from, whether it's coming from your back or in your hips or your knees or down at your ankle, or where the heck is it coming from. So it's a very valid test to really figure out why you're having your symptoms. Skully's my bro. Yeah, he's normally my bro too, but man, you know, they say bros before hoes, but tonight, man, he's really testing the old possibilities out. I might have to leave him out of my next video if he's not good. Oh, Juliet says, it's horrible. I don't wish it on no one. No, it's not a very nice, comforting test. Definitely not. My workman's comp doesn't want to pay up. Good thing my attorney is whooping ass. Yeah, I'm going to leave that part out just because you had a swear word in there. I think if you're getting electrocuted like a cartoon character. Yeah, it sometimes feels that way. Fun information, Joe. Well, thank you so much, Skully. So when we talk about that lower disc here, it's a wedge shape. It's not like all the other discs into your entire spine. So the shape is like this versus all the other ones are like this. And so it automatically, just through the sheer structure of this last disc, it's already at a compromising position. This is where 50% of all your motion occurs in your spine for bending forwards and bending backwards. And so your extension backwards and your flexion forwards, 50% of that occurs from this one spot. The rest of your lumbar spine makes up the other 50% of you bending forwards and backwards. So 50% occurs from that point. So yes, you have a lot of mobility in this area. The problem is you don't have a lot of stability. And so either you get stability from proper sitting, or you get stability from abdominal and lower spine muscles. I did a nice video, this is probably 2 months ago, on the muscle called the multifidus muscle. I can't put my palms down on the ground without bending my knees. That's fine. You're talking about hamstring and lumbar spine flexibility. Don't worry about that. A lot of people who have a history of back problems, they're scarring in the disc, or the muscles end up what we call hypertonicity, where the muscles naturally have increased tone to support the spine more from years of maybe having in and off of back pain. And so you might not get all your motion, and that's fine. That doesn't mean that's the reason why you're having any back pain at all. And so don't be trying to get yourself down bending forwards, because all you're probably going to do is aggravate your back more. What you say here? Skully, okay. Juliet says here, lots of laugh, don't twist your ankle ever. Levito. Miss Juliet says, is it normal for numbness on my toes? I can't flex them or curl them at times. Is it normal? No, it's not normal. And that's the reason why that nerve conduction velocity test was being done. Excuse me. They're trying to figure out why the heck you got numbness in both your feet. Is it, do you have diabetes? Are we dealing with some sort of spinal cord problem? God forbid you have some sort of tumor going on in your spine. There's a lot, and they're trying to really figure out what's going on. They're ruling everything out to make sure all you have is really a mechanical problem. What's causing this nerve issue and intermittent numbness in your feet? I mean, I'm sure you've had blood work done. I'm sure you've had an MRI in your spine to make sure you don't have anything like multiple sclerosis going on. that's been misdiagnosed. You can have a lot of things. I call it the runny nose syndrome. A lot of things cause a runny nose, and a lot of things can cause numbness in your feet and toes, and they need to make sure they're ruling everything out. And they are. They're doing all the proper tests that you need to do. You're being followed by a physician. You just keep following that physician. You'll probably be fine. Is it okay? Mr. Beaver says, my row of spare tires on my stomach isn't helping either with leaning over on my spine. I've sworn over and over the docs are not seeing my spine properly, but now I see what they meant by your show. Yeah. Not only if you're sitting incorrectly, but if you got this giant belly and your spine has to come over this giant belly, there's a lot more stretch because of that. If you have less bulging in the belly area, there's a less stress on your spine when bending forwards. Your spine doesn't have to open up as much to come over that belly, as well as you have a lot more abdominal support down at your lower spine. All right. As well as you're not irritating the lower lumbar spine, those joints, those facet joints that I bring up really close that I have here, those facet joints, they articulate or move from one joint to the other, and you can stress those when you're in a static position too long. Static loading the spine is not smart. If you're having any back pain, the last thing you want to do is be in static positions. Static sitting and static standing is not smart to be in. You're going to irritate your back that way. Skully says, no, I can't. No, I can do this with no problem. Oh, you can reach towards the floor with your palms down. Yeah, that's probably you have too much flexibility in your spine and your hamstrings. You need to start stabilizing with what I'm talking about with the towel roll to stabilize your spine artificially or externally with a towel roll so that your spine doesn't do a lot of movement and cause inflammation in those facet joints. And so you're probably getting a lot of facet joint pain is probably what you're getting, Skully. Let's go ahead. Oh, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Nicole's in the house. She was in here last night. I want to say I got sick in real life, though. Ooh, that's not good, Nicole. You don't want to be sick. She's an avid watcher of Average Joe. She comes in. She might click onto you. Hard to tell. I got a lot of people in tonight, Nicole. I'm starting to do lives as I did last week. I'm doing lives on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and dropping my videos on Sunday. I just need to change my channel art to add Thursdays and Fridays. I was doing Wednesdays and Saturdays, so I'm changing it up because I see a lot more love during the week for live streams than I do on the weekend. So, oh, Beaver says, please give me a pill to lose 200 pounds. Ooh, that's not going to happen, Beaver. It didn't go on in a day, brother, and it's not going off on a day either. Sorry. That sounds like it's exactly. Yeah, I think I got the nail right on the head, Skully. It's probably what's going on with your back. And you probably want to ice. Make sure you're not heating your back. Make sure you're icing it 15, 20 minutes, 3-4 times a day. I upload daily for everyone, entertaining. Woof, woof. All right, Juliet says she uploads every day. I will be going to everybody's their videos tonight once I'm done with my live stream. Joe, this is awesome. You could be talking to millions. You could be talking to 1 million people. Yeah, I know I could be, brother, but I'm talking to you tonight. That's right. I know I could be. I know how charismatic and how wrinkly. Look at that little wrinkle I got there. Oh, I'm sure if I had Matthew McConaughey's deep voice, you know, and like rolling the pill like he always does. Well, that's more like Trump. Maybe someday. I doubt it, though. I keep working. I pretend I got 1 million people in here. Good news. I'm feeling much better, Nicole says. Well, I'm glad you feel much better, Nicole. I know you weren't feeling good last night when I did the live stream, but I was glad you came anyways. Beaver says, if you have any patients that need to gain weight or want extra weight, I have some for free. Brother, a lot of us got some weight. I know right now I've been working out for like 2 months because of this virus. They've closed down all the gyms in the area. and hopefully they're going to start opening them up. I usually go in the morning. I'm one of those crazy guys. You know, I got DJ Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You know, he does those videos where he's up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. So I try and get up at like quarter to 5 or 4:45 in the morning. I go down in the gym and work for an hour and then come back and start doing some stuff. But yeah, he's my mentor. He'll never know me, and that's fine. He's too famous, which it makes sense. Oh, I got 9 in the house. I've dropped a few people. Read my previous note, Juliet says. Oh, I upload daily. Yes, you did say that. Read my, yeah, you upload daily for everyone's entertainment. Woof, woof. I read that. Okay, guys, see you soon. All right, Skully's got to go. Thank you, Skully, for coming. Mr. Beaver says he lists last, lots of laughs. All right, so we were talking about the lower back here for a little bit. And so I talked about this crazy wedge shape and that 50% of your movement comes from that part of your spine. The issue is this. If you can stay out of that C curve like I was telling Skully, and I was telling Mr. Beaver here, you're going to have a lot less stress on that back. I did a video called the Multifidus. What medicine can I take for arthritis? Oh, Miss Galaxy's in the house asking questions about medication. Well, Miss Galaxy, I can't talk to that because I'm a physical therapist. I can't prescribe medication. I would say that you need to follow up with your primary care doctor because anything you take, you know, whether it's over the counter like ibuprofen or Aleve, which is naproxen, any of these non-steroidal anti-inflammatories that you can take over the counter that you can buy, I don't know your medical history or anything, so you have to be mindful that you should go to your primary care doctor and they might tell you something and simply maybe just take a ibuprofen or something like that to calm it down. But in reality, we are physical therapists. We're not medical doctors, so we can't prescribe medication. So, and plus, even if I was an MD and I was doing a live stream, they would still tell you, you know, follow up with your medical doctor because they don't know your medical history at all. Something as simple as an ibuprofen might seem harmless, but if you have IBS or if you have something else that you're taking that might interact with the ibuprofen, it might really cause a huge problem. Or if you're taking, let's say, Coumadin or some other type of anticoagulant and you're starting to take this stuff. I mean, you got, so for...
Sorry, I couldn't hear what
Oh,
you said.
Skully, my watch. Siri goes crazy sometimes. So I would say ice your back. Ice it probably 15 to 20 minutes, at least 3 or 4 times a day. That's probably going to help your pain, calming it down just as much as any type of anti-inflammatory would. All right. Hello, Gary's Passions in the house. Hi, Mr. Gary. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. We've had 22 in the house so far tonight. I think we have like 7 or 8. We got a couple people that are coming and going. I thank you for coming. Maybe you can get connected with a few people in here. Excuse me. That's the soda talking. If you can go ahead and shoot up a little bit, you might see some people like Skully that was been here. Miss Galaxy's been here a while. I think Mr. Skully probably left. Juliet Kathleen, she does lives every day. Mr. Beaver, he finally got his name back. Oh, we got Aunt Kenny in the house. We got my mom. Folks, say hello to my mom. Say hi, Mom. My mom is in the house. That's right. Mama's in the house. Mama's in the house. Mama's in the house. So everybody be nice to my mom. She's not a creator, but she does. She might subscribe to your channel. I have no idea. She should subscribe to Skully's House of Thrillers because they're really cool. Thumbs up from Nicole. Hopefully thumbs up from everybody. Doing very cool. I had a bad day today. Everybody yelled at me, including my family and my co-workers, so I'm stuck up here in the attic. I'm doing a poor man's live stream. I've been put up here, and so here I am. Yep. No insulation, no sheetrock, no nothing. I'm going to freeze up here tonight. CYM Vloggers is saying hello to Ann Kenny, saying hi. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you all. We're talking about little spine here tonight, and we were talking about the lower back. And I was scrolling up for Mr. Gary's Passion and telling him all the nice channels that we have here and how they could go ahead and subscribe if they'd like. Mr. Beaver says hello to Gary's Passion. He says Mr. Beaver said earlier that sometimes he subscribes to people, sometimes he doesn't. And so he might connect or he might not. I got Mr. Fire Lord in the house. Hello, bro. I gave you a thumbs up. It's first time here. Yes, it is, Mr. Fire Lord. And so hopefully after the live stream, I will come to everybody's channel. I will watch a video. I will subscribe, and I definitely will hit the bell because you guys came to my live stream. It's that simple. See how easy it is? I'm enjoying it here. Well, I'm enjoying that you're enjoying that you're here. I very much appreciate it. And so when we look at this lower part of the spine here, let me go ahead and click out of that for a second. And we see, we talked about the wedge. Smile. Smile, I'm on TV, brother. Woo! All right. And so when we talk about these muscles that are really affecting the back a lot, we have to start with the deep muscles. And so you have muscles that attach literally right on the spine. And those first muscles are called your rotatory muscles. And exactly what the name sounds like, what do? They initiate the rotational movement of your spine. And they're throughout your entire spine. And so that's your first layer of the muscles in your back. And think of it this way. You have deep, deep, deep muscles, which is we're right in right now. And then we have the deep, deep muscles that we're going to talk about right next. Those are the longer muscles that run multiple areas of this joint. They're much bigger, and they help a lot more with that initiation of the movement and help stabilize that spine. And then you have the deep muscles of the spine that people talk about all the time. Like the quadratus lumborum muscle that runs from the top of the hip here to the lower part of the spine. Or you have these lumbar paraspinal muscles, these big meaty muscles that you can touch that can get irritated. Those are the deep muscles. So be mindful that you have 3 layers of muscle groups on this spine, and they all do all kinds of things. Some are stabilizing while other ones are helping the joint in the spine move in certain directions. And some muscles are controlling the movement, so the movement's slow or rapid. And so you have muscles that turn on and turn off like that all the time. It's not just like muscle works and it goes one way. It doesn't work like that at all. You have muscles that are stabilizing while other muscles are slowing, controlling the movement, while other powerful muscles are, controlling the movement even further. And so depending on which angle you're moving at, these muscles are always kind of either working and tweaking a little bit so things stay in, harmony or unison with one another. And when they don't, you can see it with the naked eye what's going on. You're like, that doesn't look right. Somebody, who's got Down syndrome, somebody who's got cerebral palsy, any type of muscular dystrophy, any type of genetic disorder that they may have been born with, all these, spinal cord injury, brain injury, stroke, all those things where the muscles don't work like they're supposed to anymore because the nervous system has been damaged. You start to see it with the naked eye like that doesn't look right. And that's because some of the muscles that were supposed to be working are either not getting all the signal or getting too much signal or no signal at all. And so that's what happens a lot. And you can, it's just natural because we're visual beings, us Homo sapiens are. And so we can see with the naked eye. We might not understand what's going on, but we know that there's something wrong. I think I got 8 in the house right now. I've had as many, I think, at one time, 19. That's right. I've had 19 come and go. I've had 23 thumbs up. Doing very good tonight. I want to thank you all for coming. I'm going to be looking at your guys' channels tonight, especially the ones that are new to my channel, like Fire Lord, he or she is new to the channel. I'm going to be going to subscribe to them, watching their videos, and hitting the bell because they came to my live stream. And when I hit the bell, that means I'll be coming back because I see your stuff being uploaded. Oh, Mrs. Galaxy retracted their message. Well, I'll be. Okay, you guys have any more questions tonight? I think we're going to call it. We did a pretty long live stream tonight. We're going to be doing another live stream tomorrow. I'm going to be doing them Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and I'm always going to be dropping my videos on Sunday, my edited movies with Skully. And we're going to be doing tomorrow's live stream. If you hit my bell, you'll see it come up. I'm going to try and do it between 1 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll see how it works out, but that's what I'm planning on right now. So stay tuned for that. And I think I might talk about the knee a little bit more. But if you have any other questions about any other stuff, I got lots of models and I can talk about those too. So I'm here. I'm new here. I know you are, CYM. I'm going to be looking at your stuff tonight. So I want to thank you all for coming. And I will go ahead. We're going to call it a night. I will see you all tomorrow between 1 and 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully. If not, I will see you hopefully on my drop edited video on Sunday. And obviously, I'll be coming to see you guys anyway. So, all right, folks, have a good night. And I want to thank you all for coming. As Skully and I always say, look up and keep smiling. Bye, folks.